Speaking at the program of the ticket distributing ceremony of NDPP candidate for the Lok Sabha elections, Nipu Rio also extensively spoke about the Eastern Nagaland issue and their demands. He has requested the ENPO and other units not to boycott the elections, the upcoming Lok Sabha elections, and has assured that they will sit across the table once the elections are over. He has also questioned as to how the power sharing will happen if the Autonomous Council is granted, since the government of India has decided not to give statehood or union territory. But if it does happen, the autonomy, then how will the ENPO and the elected members of the council will share their power? This was also a very important discussion that he had at the ticket distributing ceremony, and he has reiterated that there should be a meeting point and that the ENPO and the NLU should sit also across the table and discuss and consult with each other. Let's have a listen at to what he has to say.
ENPO issue. The ENPO had a demand which central government could not fulfill. You are aware that ENPO has passed some resolutions to boycott the election, and they may take more steps. The in-law elected members are in Delhi meeting the central leaders. And as soon as they come back, the state cabinet will sit with them. And what they discuss and what state recommend should be given, we will discuss. For the state government, we have no differences with ENPO. And elected members, there are our members, they are in the government. The only issue is the ENPO and the elected members from ENPO, they should sit across the table, because honorable MLAs are elected by the people. They are mandated. And the ENPOs demanding for autonomous body, they will also be elected if the situation comes and face election. So board will be elected. Government has nothing to do with that. But how do the MLAs and the autonomous members, their power, how they will share and use and serve the people? So why cabinet said that they should have sitting with the ENPO and discuss the power sharing? That we cannot go and tell them, you share like this, you don't share like that. No. Therefore, state already had recommended in 2011, when they gave their demand in 2010. All the documents are with Government of India. And now since there will be two elected body, one is the members of Legislative Council and one will be the autonomous members. Therefore, how to share the power and serve the people? So that two elected bodies has to discuss among themselves. Then, what state government had identified is, one, ENPO area has development deficiency. We need to do much more development. The infrastructure developments. Second, their educationally less percentage. Their percentage of literacy and education is less. That's why we have to emphasize on education to bring the literacy rate at par with the state. That is second point we have identified. Third is, because of distance and communication, healthcare is weak. And therefore, we had already, Government of India had sanctioned one medical college in Mon and other nook and corner medical facilities should be provided. So healthcare is one index which they are facing problem. The fourth point is per capita income. EMPO area is less than the rest of the state. So there we have to do more livelihood projects so that they earn more and per capita income come to a reasonable level throughout the state. Those are 4 points we identified. The fifth and last one, important one, is because of all these backwardness, they need reservation in job, reservation in higher studies like medical, engineering, and other various technical posts. And in that, state government will give all support. But how to utilize and divide the power, and then our request is, and Government of India had already told them, statehood not possible, union territory not possible, and you have to work with the state government. And governor power to be under governor power, that is undemocratic, because India is the largest democratic country in the world. And if EMPO wants or somebody wants to be under governor, it will become like a permanent president's rule. State government, we cannot come under president's rule or governor. The elected government is supreme. And therefore, all these things should be very clear. And though any form of autonomy, it should work with the state government, and the state government is all prepared to support, particularly those 5 identified heads I had explained. And me, on behalf of the government, on my own behalf, on behalf of the political parties in the government, and all our party, we should request, and I am requesting the EMPO not to boycott election. Their issues will be discussed again after the election, and it has to get resolved. But you cannot minus elected members from EMPO. They are part and parcel of us. EMPO also are people. We cannot avoid them. So there should be a meeting point. I cannot take all your powers. You will not be happy. You cannot take my power away without consultation. So consultation is required. And government is ready to support. But the EMPO and INLO has to sit across the table and resolve the issue. Otherwise, if leaders have differences, then the people will suffer. Therefore, this time election, everybody should propagate and everybody should tell the people, for Naga community, small state, only one MP. Unless we are united, we have no future.